have a good summary of the things to really think about as you build a private or hybrid cloud. Build an open source, that's what gives you the open standards, that's what gives you the interoperability. Build governed self-service. Self-service is fundamental to the agility of the cloud environment because essentially you're federating out work to the developers and other line of business users. And they're fine with that. I mean, everybody in this room uses self-service in some form or other, I'm quite sure, ATMs, travel sites, that you're much happier with than going to someone and having them physically do work for you because it's easier for both of you. Fundamentally, we see cloud as being large, as an evolution rather than a revolution. I argue that the things coming together that are loosely part of this thing called cloud computing fundamentally represent something new and different, something qualitatively different in IT. But particularly for most enterprises heading in this direction, the methodology or the approach is one of evolving their IT rather than bulldozing it and starting over. And I think one of the themes throughout this, I think, has been maintaining flexibility and avoiding what I call lockout, or you might call lock-in. And the reason for this is that although in my prior life, one of my jobs was essentially to predict the future as an IT industry analyst, and this is really difficult to do, and even people who are really following this closely have a lot of trouble predicting what's going to happen with IT, what technologies are going to succeed, what products are going to succeed, even what open source projects are going to succeed. And I'd argue that the best way to protect yourself against that isn't so much being incrementally smarter than the other guy and picking winners, but rather in adopting a strategy and adopting an approach that lets you be nimble.